Welcome everyone to this new video. Technically it's a part 2, but it is still a new video. This is a part 2 of what if I made the Versailles peace deal, and today is not the actual scenario. It will come probably next week. Today we're going to take well, the Russian Civil War. No, I'm gonna clear out something. I can't make the white wins because again, I can't change fundamental stuff how the regimes works and all that. So and this is something like kind of important. So technically, because the whites weren't really united on one idea and whatnot. So I'm telling you, I can't and I won't change that. We're just going to change a few things about those independence group and how Poland acts and things like that. So yeah, and and things like that. So yeah. Now the first thing I'm going to clear out. Nobody here is going to survive. For obvious reason. Nobody was really had anything going on. So the Soviets. I don't exactly know much about the fronts of the Russian Civil War, or other than like the Soviet-Polish War, and like kind of about what happened in Ukraine. Also, like the one in with Estonia. But yeah, I don't know much about that. So if you know more about the subject, just say some things that are wrong in the comments. I will gladly accept um a good criticism, constructive criticism. I wouldn't say no, because again, it helps make my future videos better, and it makes people learn when I see bullshit, because I said a lot of bullshit. So without surprise, this is basically going as historically, with the Soviets taking the populated area that actually matters. Oh yeah, and also this happening, although I don't remember if this actually happened, but I think like it's a long thing here, but yeah, like in our time, it won't last long. So yeah, this is happening. We'll also have Poland doing Poland things, because again, I won't change how Poland acts. Not too much, so we'll still try to get those borders right here. Trying does not mean they actually would succeed. Not totally. So, like in our timeline, no, they kind of don't care about Belarus. So they just try to take the land. Also, can like Ukraine, and take this out. So in our timeline, like Poland kind of wanted to do Poland, Lithuania. The only problem is they took Vilnius, which was really stupid because Lithuania wanted to make it its capital. That's why, well, it's the capital of Lithuania right now. So in this timeline, we'll say that they actually think about it and be like, wait, see, if they want to make a city their capital, maybe we shouldn't take it. So if you want to be allies, I feel like that makes sense. Maybe it's just me, but like, if I want to be allied with someone, I wouldn't take the city they want it to be their capital. I feel like that makes sense. As the Baltics gets their border, even if they're weird. Poof, tech, tech, puff, and yeah, you got this happen. This time, even though Poland still takes a bit of Ukraine without asking, they'll help a bit. Although not that much, so Soviets will still be able to push and do Soviet things. And yeah, you see the anarchist guy in Ukraine. Yeah, they're dead. They're dead. They're dead. They're dead. Belarus is dead too. And well, I feel like I'll just do the peace treaty ahead already, cause yeah. So basically, here's the peace treaty of the Russian Civil War. So I know it wasn't like realistically, it was like really messy and all that. there wasn't really a real peace treaty, but again, I don't know much about this Russian Civil War, so I just wanted to for it to be quick because I didn't want to, extend too much on it. But basically, Poland helped Ukraine a little bit, not too much though, because it's Poland. So Ukraine survives with the borders with the Soviet Union following like so I don't know the name of the river, but like here's the map that I used for as referential, and I use like those two rivers here. You do whatever you want with this information. And I didn't finish this for on purpose, because it's going to be for the Turkish War of Independence. But yeah, so Mongolia. So I don't know if many people know this, but like during the Russian Civil War, like some guy of the White Army went in Mongolia, said he was a descendant of Genghis Khan and ruled there, and then the Soviets were like, yeah, we're gonna do something about that, and they sent their army, and then they made Mongolia turn into a communist. On this timeline, the Soviet Union just doesn't pursue the guys. They're like, man, who is this again? They just ignore this guy because he's in Mongolia, bro. What will Mongolia even do? So we go here in the Balkans. I mean, more like techniques of the Middle East and Anatolia. So I don't know what the hell am I talking about, but yeah. So like in our timeline, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk will manage to take power in Turkey, and well, he's gonna see the borders here, and he's gonna like, nope. Now the fact that technically, this is even harsher than the actual peace deal, because again, Pontus is here. They didn't unite with Greece because they didn't. But they're still technically under Greece's influence, and they're gonna join willingly anyway at some point. So so Mustafa Kemal will just take the old tree, rip it in half, and then just start doing that. Yeah, let's start invading here now. In this timeline, the Soviet Union will not help Mustafa Kemal because it's good. Let's just say that their position isn't as stable, especially with this being because they're like, oh, we didn't get enough, so we might as well push here. So yeah, although Soviet Union is still going to do that. Yeah, yes, they're still taking over the Caucasus Mountain and invading Armenia, because of course they are, which by miracle for Mustafa, I guess, coincided with his invasion of Armenia. And yeah, let's just say that Pontus will not like this. Now, of course, Greece is like, oh, you think you can beat me? And they're throwing hands, and they're using their navy to send their forces, because this. But yeah, they're like still using the strategy just straight for Ankara, and obviously Turkey has to redirect forces from their front against Armenia and Pontus, although they continue to push in against Pontus because it's Pontus, it's not that powerful. And honestly, for many like countries in the Balkans are like, well, we didn't get everything, we get screwed over, so let's throw hands, and GG for mapping. No, I'm not calling you by his new name for pointing that out. I mean, I kind of did plan it, although you did add some things, so thank you for your help, even if it was kind of indirect. Thank you. No, the first country that's actually going to join is Bulgaria. yes, they're gonna join. I mean, in the Third Balkan War, most superpowers are like, you know what? No, I'm not down with that shit. I'm too tired for this. Nobody wants to go to war anyway, so we're gonna let them do their thing and just come in for diplomacy. That is not our problem. We don't give a damn. No, I mean, unless the Soviets do some more things, then we might get involved. Yeah, so France, Britain, um, Italy, for now, Germany, the USA, Spain, those kind of things. Yes, they're ignoring that. It's like it's not happening. So Bulgaria is evading Greece, which isn't really nice. Why would you do that? And because it's in the tradition, they also invade Serbia because they're like, well, might as well take everything, like, which is very stupid, but yeah, it works because again, it's post-war, like everyone's economy is shit. Nobody's fully recovered for now, so basically, since Bulgaria didn't pay anything, barely anything, because again, like it's like like around like mid 19 early 1920s, so like some economies are still kind of in war economy, although not fully, of course, but basically nobody's fully recovered, so basically everyone suck equally, which is nice because yeah. No, but this time those guys will not join because they basically took everything they wanted from Bulgaria. So it's a 2v2 this time. It's not. Bulgaria won't get jumped by literally every one of their neighbors, so they might have a chance. So they capture most of Thrace, slash Macedonia, and I mean no, here's Thrace and. But yeah, Constantinople is not liking this. Like they're getting double siege, so the Greeks are like, hell, now we're focusing on defending Constantinople, and in doing so, they get their southern army complete. Basically, yeah, no, they're not having that, and yes, they're even like losing supplies now. So that was really stupid. But hey, you protect Constantinople, I guess. So that's worth it. That has to be worth something. Soviets will continue and capture Armenia, but not all of it, because you get the Anatolian side, so they're continuing their advancement. That's where Mustafa Kemal is like, whoa, 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 hey, what are you doing? The Red Army is like, yes, they don't give a damn. And they're like, yeah, we're just taking all of Armenia. So, yeah, Turkey is having like a two-front war. Now, Italy is seeing the opportunity, even with, but they're like, we don't know if we should join, considering, our economy is kind of non-existent. I mean, already our economy was already basically destroyed after the Italo-Turkish War, and then it was even further destroyed in World War One, and we were not even fully prepared for the Italo-Turkish War, and then we might be able to join here, but like, bro, to what? To destroy our economy even more, so they're staying here. And now, honestly, this is like, well, they think they kind of secure that because mountains, and most of their forces are here anyway, so these forces here, they put them in the other side and they push, which does really well until it doesn't, because it's their stop. But and, you pushed out a bit Bulgaria, so that's good. Yugoslavia is still doing Yugoslavia thing. And at the same time, the Habsburgs are like, should we join or not? Because in one side, they're really kind of want to help Serbia to be on their good side and prevent an eventual future invasion from Yugoslavia. But on the second hand, one, this. Two, they would probably still hate them. Three, they would make one of country that might still hate them even stronger. So they're like, and four, they might just collapse. And collapse is not good. So you don't want that to happen. And Greece is focusing on taking some of their coast, and they take all of Thrace back. At the same time, the Turks managed to push back a bit the Red Army, and Pontus is still alive somehow, although they're getting squeezed. At some point, Italy, seeing that basically everyone is dead, they're like, well, we might join and do a bit of trolling. So basically what they do is that send forces here, they're like in the Nijon, and they profit from the effect of surprise and the fact that Ottomans, Turkish forces are stretched thin to protect against the Red Army mostly because they have a lot of troops, and they just take a card like that. And so now obviously everyone is like, especially Greece is like, dude, that was my job. I was the one supposed to do that. You literally took out my fucking whole thing. But anyway, Turkey surrenders, although because they're not that in that bad of a position, their peace deal will not be as harsh as the previous one. So here's a new peace deal. So first of all, the entire sphere influence zone is like strengthened under Italian control, and basically makes the whole area like basically like it's part of Italy basically. At this point, Greece gains a few things to protect Constantinople, but not that much. Turkey gains in the Swiss partition Armenia. Yep, that couldn't be saved. So I almost forgot about that. Pontus gets a bit smaller, but they still don't join Greece. But yes, they get a bit smaller. Bulgaria, yeah, that happens. I don't think they like it. No, I hope I think they still have Sofia, though. I might look back and probably correct myself if I need to in the edit, but yeah. And Austria-Hungary is still alive somehow. So next episode we'll probably have mid early 30s to probably even World War II. So get to like and subscribe. That was Jan Pello Historian. Hope you liked this, even though I'm really not well right now. I'm sick, but yeah, see you next time.